I am back. Okay, let's get started. Uh, got my water. Okay, so we can be anything. Oh wait, no. Can I go back? Yeah, okay, I can go back. Nice. Um, let's see. Obviously her. They love mac and cheese. Uh, what is my favorite quote? Wait, cooking, reading, gaming, music, shopping, and arts and crafts. I wonder when the music is gonna come by because it's not here. Ooh, I do like arts and crafts, but I do like cooking a lot too. And I do like games. I think I'm more of an arts and crafts person. What would be my quote? A good quote for you. Don't get harassed. Yay! My name? It's Bert. It's always Bert. Yeah, that's it. Yeah! Tuesday. Name is Y/N. Yeah, that's like usually the things I see for there's a lot of like games or like stories that have Y/N as the main character now. Like that's something that's like normalized to me because I've seen it in a lot of animations and like other games. There's like another Yandere game that has like Y/N to portray the character. It's raining. Should have brought an umbrella to rain feel the rain only feels nice. Oh, these are choices. Okay. Save. What's my save thing look like? Okay. Rain feels nice. I like the rain when it touches my hair. The rain feels nice. The sharp droplets of water make you feel grounded in your body. The roads are empty, night creeping into the city. Despite your protest, the nurses had to shoo you out with visiting hours having been over. You try not to think about the hospital behind you. You try to ignore the image of your mom in that small white room, the smell of disinfectant, and the coughing of other patients in the ward. Oh, hold on. Is the volume alright here? Yeah, I hope the volume is alright. She's always been your hero. She taught you to be kind. She taught you to be strong. She raised you on your own and told you how she was all to call her daughter. Okay, I think, wait, the volume might be too low. Let me just raise it a bit higher. Okay. Hopefully this is fine. It hurts to see her in that room, hooked up to all sorts of tubes and IV drips, her skin bruised from the needles. Wait, was the volume fine earlier? I changed it. Um, as usual, you had paid her a visit, and as usual, she gave you a reassuring smile, telling you that everything will be alright. You tried to ignore what the doctor told you. Stage D heart failure. Is that like an actual stage of heart failure? Or is that just like made up? But louder. Okay, let me make it a little lower. Okay, hopefully this is fine. You think about your mom again. She lost weight. Your eyes look sunken, the wrinkles on her face more prominent. Has your hero always looked this small? You look up at the sky. I should get out of the rain. There's something wrong with my blind date. Location, glass lounge bar. A bell chimes as you open the door, announcing your arrival. Oh, hello. Welcome to the glass lounge. Oh, it's you. Miss me? Not particularly, no. You walk on over to the bar, taking a seat in front of CO2. Birds. Mm-hmm. You're dripping water all over my floor. Change the subject. Apologize. Same! I don't have any times for me to say. Oh, this is like lo-fi. Um, oh. Apologize. You turn to see the trail of rainwater left in your wake. Oh shoot, sorry, buddy. I didn't even realize. You grab a napkin and toss it on the top of the man-made puddle. But the cheap material simply disintegrates into soggy, smaller pieces. That didn't help, did it? No. These napkins suck, and while I'm at it, your toilet paper is probably the worst thing I've ever used to wipe my cheeks with. It feels like literal sandpaper. Oh, management's been cutting corners. Not much I can do about it. Maybe you should. Oh. You hastily wipe at your face. The android blinks. You can hear the sound of its motors whirring as it focuses its lenses onto you. My scanners are detecting a drop in your body temperature. Nothing a few rounds of alcohol won't fix. Fixing your problems and forgetting about them are two vastly different things. Counterpoint, forgetting is easier. Well, we'll see how easy it is when you wake up in the dumpster behind the 24/7 diner on the 7th Street with your wallet gone and your right shoe missing. At least it's specific. People don't tell me things. Your memory scares me sometimes, but I guess that's why you make the best drinks. Flattery will get you nowhere. Not even a discount? No. Boo. You shake your head, and the few droplets of water fly in different directions. The bartender seems unamused. As usual. You wonder if it's burnt out attitude a result of its programming, or if it's just jotted from being stuck working in the bar from the past 2 decades. Say, what's new as of late? Got any cool news stories to tell? That depends. What would you like to know? Let's save. Okay, so gossip, rumors, trends, or current events. What's happening right now? Current events, the news, things like that. You get constant updates, right? I do. RSS feeds, appies. It keeps me up to date with all the latest information. Cool. You're like a newspaper and encyclopedia all built into one. I'm technology mankind could have only dreamed of 500 years ago, and you dumbed me down to a few bounded sheets of paper. Struck a circuit there, didn't I? Do you want to hear the news or not? Oh, why is it loud? Hold on. Let's lower that. Let's also lower this too if that's present. Yes, please. Do you know of Paths? Paths, the company? Conglomerate that originated with a diverse portfolio in baking, railroads, construction, oil, and in the past few centuries pivoted to other technological services. Okay, that's still loud to me. Okay, hopefully that's fine. In fact, I would not be here today if it weren't for the sponsorship of AI development. My creator's success is largely attributed to Pat's financial backing. Well, I didn't know about that, so what's up with them? Journalists and new outlets have become aware that Path's board of directors are currently underground, some kind of internal conflict. Not much is known at the moment, but stakeholders are uneasy, and the media is constantly on the search for any bit of information. A split between the board could greatly impact company performance and internal policies, resulting in instability for the organization as a whole. And nobody wants to see one of the oldest, largest conglomerates in history fall apart. It could result in a major economical shift in the loss of jobs for millions. Well, that's not good. You sigh, stretching your arms up in the air. Man, I was hoping this would cheer me up, but I don't think that really helped. I admit, I'm not equipped to assist you with your personal problems. I mean, asking about current news will not help you, most likely. You'd think at this point they'd come up with some sort of emotional support software for you guys. Androids have no needs for emotions. That would pose a security risk. I sometimes forget that you're not a real person. I kinda see you as a buddy. The android shakes its head. Don't miss what we have as friendship. Human connections do not mean much to me. Fortunately for both of us, I'm not the only one in your life. The bartender glances behind you. You have a good support network, Bert, and people who really care for you. You should make the most of it. Speaking of which, here comes one now. Bert? Oh, you were in the thumbnail. Oh, Bert, hi! Peps, Peps. My voice, that's unchanged. Anyhow. Peps, what a coincidence. What are you doing here? I just finished up at the lab before Joy held us to go over some of our findings. Anyway, I was on my way home when the rain started to really pour. I didn't bring an umbrella with me and the bar was nearby, so I thought I'd come in here to wait out for the worst of the storm. Guess the weather caught us off guard, huh? Somebody should fire the rain guy.
The meteorologist.
He can meteorologies first. Wow. Better watch out, weather boy. You're paying for my dry cleaning. Anyway, sit. Grab a drink with me. Might as well, since you're already here, right?
On a Tuesday night? Bert, I have classes tomorrow morning.
Aw, come on, Pops, listen up.
But...
He doesn't seem to be budging. Perhaps you'll have to resort to using that. What's that? What is that? Desperate times call for desperate measures. You clasp your hands together and put on your best cleaning look.
Puppy, please. I don't want to drink alone.
You can see he's resolve crumbling in real time. He's always had a soft spot for you.
Okay, just one then.
He moseys on over to you, only to pause mid-step about the puddle of water still pooled underneath your seat. I forgot about that. From your personal peripheral vision, you can see CO2 grab a mop.
Bert, you're soaked. How long are you outside?
A while.
Do you have a change of clothes on you or something to dry yourself off with?
I didn't really bring my bag out with me today.
Oh, jeez.
He zips open his backpack, digging through his notebooks and papers.
Bert, you need to be more careful with your health. Prolonged exposure to the cold will negatively affect your immune system, increasing your risk of catching a cold or flu virus.
What do I want to do? Tease him. Now that you mention it, my head does kind of hurt. I think I might be coming down with a fever. He freaks out immediately.
Oh no, what should I do? Do you need anything? Medicine? Water? Here, take me my sweater.
I feel like I want to change his voice later. He starts to wriggle out his outer layer of clothing, but you quickly grab hold on his arms, laughing.
Well, perhaps not for free. You'll be giving it back though, right?
Oh, what I meant. But it's fine. I was just joking around. I'm fine. He pulls his clothing back down, straightening out the little snail design on the front. You take notice of the gastropod's choice of eyewear. He's got a little sunglasses on.
It makes sense. Most land snails are actually nocturnal and dislike bright sunlight. The relationship between continuous light conditions and behavior of the freshwater snail.
Oh, the word's Shelia.
Shelia.
You sniffle, your nose runny. Guess the combination of cold weather and wet fabric got to you in the end of after all.
We should still get you dried off a bit, Bert.
Puppy, still digging through his backpack, finally procures a white towel.
Found it. It's clean, in case you were worried about that.
You scrunch your face up. Seriously, Pops, I'm fine. And why do you just carry around a towel with you?
It's convenient. I use it as a pillow sometimes when I need to sneak in some sleep between classes. That's not weird, is it?
I don't know. What do you think, bartender? Oh, very odd. Why not? Just bring a pillow at the point.
I mean, towels could be used for other stuff, too.
Like dipping it in the chloroform to knock people out.
No, I meant, like, using it as a picnic blanket.
Nothing but excuses. We've got him cornered now, Detective Burt. Indeed. Chloroform kidnapper, your evil deeds end here and now.
You guys do that. The application of chloroform via inhalation is a lot more different than just dipping a towel and then holding it over somebody's mouth, right?
What? Is that supposed to be common knowledge? No, pretty sure only a killer of the serial variety would know that.
Guys, I'm not a serial killer!
We're just messing with you, Pups. Puppy sighs, draping the towel over your head. Where is this going? Wait, is he the love interest? Oh, wait, I don't. Maybe I do really need to change his voice. Let him do it. You sit back and relax, letting Puppy take the reins. He's careful not to hurt you, cautiously combing through any particular stubborn knots as he methodically parts your hair to dry off every section. It reminds you of the old days when you used to play together in the park after school. You know, I used to be the one cleaning up after you. Guess your roles have reversed, huh? Puppy hums. Seeing as how many of my messes were mud trails, dirt tracks, and the occasional wild animal, I'd say you got the short end of the stick. True, you used to drive my mom crazy with all the weird bugs and you'd bring into the house. Yay, bugs. I may or may not have gotten, a little overeager in sharing my insect collection with you. He runs his fingers through your hair, gently massaging your scalp. It feels comfortable. Okay, he's blushing. Okay, he's definitely like a love interest. Physical touch isn't a new concept between the two of you. Growing up, you often hugged or held hands, and have even on more than one occasion shared the same bed. But things have been different for us of late. A slight shift in your dynamic with one another, a softer tone, a softer voice, the weird, unbearable feeling in your chest. Oh wait. Does he notice it too? You don't bring it up. You don't want to bring it up. It feels like something you'd ruin if you looked it in his face. Oh, wait! Okay. So he's like a lot... There's a lot more romantic tension between us. Because I was thinking, like, I saw the thumbnail and there was like a guy with black hair. And I thought he was gonna be like the main love interest. Maybe there's multiple love interests in this, like, game. And Dunzo! He sets the towel down on the table, clearly pleased with his handiwork. Feeling a little more comfortable now that your head is dry, you give Puppy a big thumbs up. Thanks, Pups. I didn't want to use the napkins here. Me neither. It feels like sandpaper. The two of you are conspiratedly giggle. Bleh. By the way, I didn't go to ask, but is that a new sweater? I wanted it with a trivial booth at the local snail convention. Snail convention? Yeah, SnailCon. There's a joke to be had here. Do it. No. Sure. Oh my god! The art style with him. He's like, what? Bro's absolutely flabbergasted. CO2 is having a finish mopping up your puddle, returns to its post behind the bar. You two seem too close. Too close. Well, we're practically attached at the hip. Him and I have been tied since elementary. You grab onto Puppy's arm for emphasis. He smiles in return. How did you two meet, aside from the fact that you attend the same school together? I do not have too much information on your history with one another. You strike a dramatic pose in response. It can't be helped. There's a lot of you know about me. I am really just a dark and mysterious individual. I find it hard to consider you dark and mysterious when I've seen you hunched over the bathroom stall throwing up from alcohol poisoning. The lighting's bad in the restrooms. Maybe you just mistook me for someone else. No, you're here so often that the image of your sad, pathetic form is practically burned into my memory card. You turn to Puppy for help, but he shrugs half-heartedly. You do frequent this place, probably, more often than you should be. Traitor. Anyway, do you want to know the story of how me and Pups met? Trying to change the subject. Definitely trying to change the subject. I think I was 7, 8 years old. I was playing at the old park near the sea, the one with the hills leaning down toward the shore. It felt like a hazy snapshot, or a fading image. This nostalgia makes you smile. I think I was picking dandelions. I thought they looked pretty, and I wanted to bring something nice back for my mom. It was a simpler time. Your mom hadn't been diagnosed yet. You shake away this thought, and as I'm picking these dandelions, making little flower crowns, I hear someone yell in the distance. It happened in a flash. I see the sky, then I'm falling backwards, stumbling through the grass. Next thing I know, there's this sharp stabbing pain in my ankle and a crying boy in my arms. Turns out somebody, not naming any names, completely neglected to check his surroundings while trying to catch a ladybug, and crashed right into me. A lady beetle, actually. They're beetles, not bugs. Ladybug is a misleading term because they're not really a bug. Real bugs, true bugs, are insects from the Hemiptera order. Instead, ladle beetles belong to the Coloptera order, which typically have a elytra, and that distinguishes people die. The story? Oh, right. I was chasing after a lady beetle that had landed on me and flown away, and I got a little bit too caught up in the chase and ended up colliding into a bird. Basically, we both fell down the hill. I sprained my ankle and he fractured his arm trying to break the fall. They sent us to the ER together. We were in there for a while, and the whole time, Puppy wouldn't stop crying. I think he was more worried about my ankle than his arm. I guess he was just scared I'd never be able to walk again. You know, that I think about it, you made me a promise back then, didn't you? His face flushed red. Looks like he still remembers. What was it again? I don't know. He definitely knows. I think he said, I'll take responsibility for you. Little pups thought he'd have to become my permanent caretaker. Oh, that's cute. My, how old? Hey, I was serious, okay? I mean, if you were hearts. Looking at him now, you found his reaction. Oh, this is like a bro. See? Amusing. Amusing. He's always been fun to tease. Anyway, we somehow ended up inseparable by the time we came out of that RER, and well, he wrapped an arm around Puppy's shoulder, pulling him in for a side hug. We've been friends ever since. A missed opportunity. You could have sued for personal injury. But she was like 8! You can't do that. Aw, don't pick on the poor guy. He was just excited to show off cool bugs, beetles to his friends. Plus, we wouldn't have met if he didn't crash land onto me. So all's well that ends well. Two bodily injuries for a chance meeting seems hefty to me. Honestly, a broken bone was a small price to pay for me to meet Bert. I'd happily break more if it meant I could be friends with her again in another life. Aw, he gives you a genuine smile. He'll always be my first pick. Aw. Puppy's awkward at times, but he's always been straightforward and honest about his fondness for you. It's one of the many things you like about him. You can't help but to return his smile. And you're my first pick too. But no more broken bones. I'd prefer having you around in one piece. Speaking of that park, though, I wonder what happened to it. Is it still there? No. I was in the area once and stopped by. They completely demolished it. There's a large commercial building standing in its place now. Oh, that's a little sad. Yeah, I miss it too. That hill was special to me. You turn to face CO2. He looks almost amused. Can robots even feel amused? What? Nothing, just an observation. Now, are you two ready to order, or am I going to have to peacefully escort you off the premises? Puppy doesn't even miss a beat. One agape's devotion for me, with extra strawberries and the sugary rim. The usual, then, in Hubert. Mania's infatuation. What's this? You'll glance at the menu. It's vodka stained crimson by the raspberries and black cherries floating at the top. You've never seen this drink before. Is this a new item? CO2 follows your gaze. Mania's infatuation. We've just added it recently. I can't say I recommend it though. We've already gotten multiple complaints about the taste. Maybe you're losing your touch, old bot. Or maybe it's just a shitty drink. The idea of ingesting god-awful vodka has your interest piqued. I love shitty drinks. Give me one. I do not like shitty drinks. I picked the wrong choice. It's your funeral. You watch in silence as the android begins to measure out the portions of your drinks with extreme precision. It's almost mesmerizing. Puppy gives you a small tug in your on your sleeve, breaking your concentration. Bert? What's up? Tomorrow? After you're done with classes, are you free? Ask why. It depends why. Oh, just to hang out. I want to check out that new commercial building you mentioned, the one with the park once was. And you don't have to decide now. Just let me know by tomorrow. Sure, but what's with the sudden interest? I'm curious about it, and you seem kind of down. I thought I'd maybe help cheer you up. How could you tell? I thought I was acting pretty normally today. It's just a feeling. I mean, since they've known each other for a long time, sometimes you can tell if the person is, like, fine or not. So they've been friends since, like, elementary, so he's always been oddly perceptive of your emotional states. Like, yeah. Is it about your mom? Or maybe he's just an Esper. You sigh, resting your face against the cool surface of the bar. Oh, money. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I couldn't find the game for this. It's on itch.io. If it seems too confusing, I'll just change it to like no category. Also, yeah, I finished episode 5. You missed it. It was really good. I think episode 5 is probably my favorite case. Out of all the episodes of the first game, but yeah, that was, I think Gan was like threatening as hell, dude. I think he's worse than Von Karma to me. Cause like, yeah, Von Karma is like powerful, but he's antagonistic to you the whole way. He does not like pretend to be like friendly to you. Gan pretends to be friendly to you. And like his pauses, especially in the beginning, like in the middle of the like getting to know that he must have a bigger role to all of this, like his pauses are kind of like threatening. Like you don't know what he's gonna say until he says it, and it's pretty like hard hitting. But yeah, also poor Edger, dude. He like said like he resigned from being a prosecutor, so I'm really curious how he's gonna like return to in the second game. But anyways, back to this. You sigh, resting your face against the cool surface of the bar. Yes, I went to visit her today. Did her condition worsen? Stage deep. Puppy goes silent, still aware of the implication of those words. He's been studying pharmaceutical sciences for a few years now, and it's been the subject of him and his team's research work. To think that the little boy who wanted nothing more than to have the world's largest insect collection was now working to create medicine that would help others. You pause. Hey, wait. You've always wanted to be an entomologist, didn't you? Study bugs, follow in your parents' footsteps in zoology? I did. Then why did you switch to a track of medicinal chemistry? I mean, clearly you're smart enough to pursue entomology, and it's something you're still passionate about. So why didn't you? It's because of us, isn't it? It's of us. It's because of us. Well, I do like entomology, but it would have been nice as a career choice too, but... He tilts his head to look at you. I found something else I wanted more. He's like, you! And help your mom. Even more than an insect collection. Puppy giggles. Way more. Sorry to interrupt, but your drinks are ready. You straighten out in your seat as CO2 sets your mania's infatuation in front of you. Oh, you looks good. Thanks, old bot. You're welcome. To enjoy yourselves. Ring me up if you need anything else. With that, the bartender gives you an indiscernible, almost smug look before disappearing behind an employee's only door. It's just you and Puppy now. He looks at the sugar of the rim of his glass before taking a tentative sip of his drink. How is it? Good. CO2 pretty much was my preferences down to a T. What are your preferences anyway? Huh? I don't want to tease him. I want to ask him normally. For drinks. Oh, well, I like sweet drink things. Not an artificial sweet, more like pretty sweet, natural sweet. Like mango. Well, I mean like the Philippines, the mango is sweet. I don't know about like other types of mangoes, like the ones like in Mexico. I don't know if those are like different type of sweet, or if they are sweet. Oh, I get that. I feel like artificially sweetened things tend to leave a weird aftertaste. You know, that's like that reminds me of why I don't like strawberry ice cream or like sorbets, because they feel like extremely like a lot sweeter compared to like chocolate or like vanilla to me. I think the artificial sweetness kind of just ruins it. It might be because of the sweetener used, saccharin and icosulfame K possess an intrinsic lingering bitter aftertaste which increases with higher concentrations. I have no idea what any of that means, but I concur. I want to see the chemistry structures of those. You pick up your own glass, admiring the intricate work that went behind layering the liquids inside. Then, tentatively, you take a sip. Your face sours up. CO2 is right. This doesn't taste like crap. This does taste like crap. The vodka itself is flavorless, instead relying on the black cherries and raspberries sprinkled in it for added taste. Oh, I would not like a drink like that. Even still, it does nothing to mask the ill sensation that comes with it. You feel like throwing up. Puppy downs the rest of his drink and wipes his mouth with a napkin. Then he fidgets around for a moment, something clearly on his mind. Give him a gentle push, let him work up his own courage. It's time to let Pups work out the courage on his own. You don't want to pressure him into sharing something he doesn't want to, and if it's important enough, you figured he'd come around to telling you eventually. He tugs lightly on his stray strand of hair, a nervous habit of his. Finally, he takes a deep breath. You're probably the strongest person I know, Bert. You always face your hardships head on without any complaints. And well, I really look up to you for that. I think it's an admirable strength. But whenever you're feeling down, you tend to hide it from other people, even if you're really, really struggling. You still go about your day with a smile as if nothing is wrong. And he peers at your face, gogging your expression. I know I'm not the best person to talk about this kind of stuff with, but I've been around you long enough to know when you're really hurting. So, it's fine if you be sad. I never judge you for it, and it won't make me think any less of you if you do. He tugs out his stray strand of hair again. I know there's not much I can do to help, but I'm here for you. For anything if you need it. Oh, sweet Papalidai. What did you do to ever deserve him? Aww. Thank you. You can feel your walls beginning to crumble, but you swallow the feeling down. You don't want to cry, but in public, not in front of him. With a great effort and a few deep breaths, you manage to calm your emotions and give Puppy a smile. Thanks, Pups. I really appreciate it. He nods solemnly. I just wish there was more I could do for you. He pauses for a moment, seemingly dealing with some inner conflict. I'll work harder. Hey, you do plenty of for me already. Who else would lend me a towel in my most dire hour of need? Puppy pouts unhappily. A serial killer, apparently. Oh, Pups, are you still mad about that? It was just a joke. I'm not gonna call him that. Come on. Well, that's his name. Wait, why did I say that? That's his actual name. Okay, forgiven. Thank you. You sigh, leaning back in your chair. I gotta say, first my mom, then the sudden storm. I feel like my life's been nothing but a series of bad luck recently. Maybe someone cursed me, looked at me the wrong way, has a voodoo doll with my name on it. Whatever it is, I hope it passes soon. I'm just so tired of it all. Wait, I got it. He fumbles with his scarf for a moment before presenting to you with something shiny. Here, you can have this. Aw, this guy's sweet. The pin's colors are a bit faded and chipped from years of wear, but it's clean. He's been taking good care of it. You've never seen Puppy go a day without their trinket, so it comes as a surprise that he's offering up something so precious to you now. It's just a joke, bro. Sometimes that line does not work. They say Lady Beetles can grant you a wish. I know it's not a real one, but maybe the magic's still there. Why does that... that reminds me of Miraculous Ladybug. There's like a concept where they have like a wish thing if they combine specific miraculi. But anyways, back to this. Or miraculous is, actually, I think that's what they call it. I didn't really take you for a superstitious type, being a STEM kid and all. There are some things in this world that science just can't explain. Take it, yeah, take it! Wait, wait. I don't know if it's gonna affect anything, but take it. He's being nice. You pick up the pin from his hands and carefully hook it onto your own shirt. Knots? Super awesome sauce. You think some of your genius will be transferred to me now too? Now you're asking for too much. This is so childish. What's next? Don't tell me you two still believe in Santa Claus. I do still. Why do you ask? You turn to face your uninvited guest. Louis Lou? Oh, wait. What should I give her? What voice should I give her? Oh, good. So your eyes do work. Louis Lou, your friend, your enemy? You're not quite sure. She has the presence of a tornado, entering and exiting people's lives on her own whims, without much regard for the destructive path she leaves behind. Hups? Yeah? This thing was supposed to bring me good luck, right? Well, there's no actual correlation between Lady Beetles and an increased statistical probability in good fortune. Are you sure you didn't just curse me instead? I don't think so. Well, knowing this game, he might have had. Louise crossed her legs in response, not fazed in the slightest of your obvious displeasure at her appearance. Do you even know how long I've been sitting here? No. 10 minutes. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes waiting for either of you to take notice. But you two were too caught up in your own little world to even glance at your own surroundings. You know, you could have just said hi. I didn't want to interrupt your little moments. She impatiently taps her finger on the bar's counter tap, clearly irritated. You're not quite sure what's gotten her so riled up. She's usually cool and composed. Something must have really ticked her off. Hi, Louis. Louise, it's been a while. She doesn't respond. Are you interested in lady beetles? I have an illustrated book that provides a look at the evolution of the insect family. Never mind. You sigh. So, Louise, are you here to finally apologize for ghosting me for the past 2 months? Look, I was busy. It was not done out of malice. I'm not an idiot, Louise. You were mad that I didn't want to be your own personal little secretary, and you decided to take it out on me by ignoring all my texts and calls. Believe whatever you want, Bert. I have neither the time nor patience to correct every wrong notion a person's head about me. Maybe they're not notions, maybe it's just the truth. You know, it's not like you had a great reputation in the first place. Before we even met, I heard all these bad rumors about you, and I thought it was just because people were jealous. I mean, you're rich, you're conventionally attractive, and you've got charisma in your own way. So I thought maybe you were misunderstood, maybe people just didn't like seeing a successful woman and wanted to put you down. But now that I do know you, I can say this for sure. You're just objectively a terrible person. The only reason you ever keep people around is because they still have something of value to offer you. As soon as they outlive their use, you toss them aside. Louise doesn't even bat an eye at your accusation. Bert, everything in this world is transactional. You give something in the form of time, labor, or money, and you receive something of similar value in return. Friendships are transactional, love is transactional, even families are transactional. It's not uncommon to see fights break out amongst the relatives over financial reasons. If something or someone loses its value, it gets thrown away. That's just how the world works. As long as someone has the talent or can provide value to my life in any way, I am more than willing and happy to compensate them for their time and effort. Okay, you do not sound like a good person. And I have always been fair in upholding my end of my bargain. I think the reason you are so upset with my lack of communication is because you're mistaken about our relationship with one another. I'm not your friend, or your companion, or your partner, or your lover. I'm just here to do business, so don't go growing any personal attachments to me because I won't for you. Glad you're on the same page then, because I never want to see you again. An air of tension stagnates between the two of you. Finally, Louise sighs. Goodness, I don't know why I'm still here. Normally, I'd have left by the first insult and plotted your downfall by the second. How generous, so why have you? I don't know. I've been asking myself the same question as of late. Perhaps it's pity, so... No, it's more like sympathy. What happened to not developing any personal attachments? Perhaps it's because it's one of the few times I can relate to someone else. I know about your mother's condition. That catches you off guard. How many people know about my mother's condition? Like, dude, we're not even close and you somehow know my mom's condition. Like, how big is this? How big is like this news? Why the hell are you digging around through my life? Just hear me out, Bert. I'm no stranger to the grief you're experiencing right now. I lost my ma and ba when I was 17. Losing one's partner and parents is not a pain I would wish upon anyone else, and I mean that. She seems genuine. There's a hint of profound bitter sadness behind her hearted gaze. You never liked Louise, but you do to the same degree respect her. Despite her questionable methods, she's always been capable and firm. A woman, much like you, stubbornly refuses to show even a moment of weakness to others. You've always viewed her as this unshakable pillar, not to be looked down upon nor pitied. Right now, she doesn't look like a towering figure of steel with will and unshaken resolve. You look at her, and all you see is a vulnerable young girl. Louise Liu is the last person you expect to find solace in, and yet, as she sits before you now, you feel an odd sense of connection with her, a mutual understanding, forged through mutual pain. What happened? I don't know the full story. The police only ever figured out bits and pieces based on circumstantial evidence from the crash. It happened 6 years ago on my birthday. Wait, so you're 24? Say. No, you're 23. My brother insisted that we all go celebrate at a family villa. The trip would take a few hours by car, and we would had to cross a mountain to get there. Obviously, I didn't want to go. I wanted to spend my birthday with my friends. Lu Ren was the family's beloved baby boy, so naturally my mom and ba listened to him. The morning of our departure, I came down with a particular nasty fever. Our physician said I would need to rest in bed for at least a few days. I was quite pleased with this turn of events. But Lu Ren got upset. He would have me go, even despite my being sick. Luckily, my parents had a sliver of sensibility left. They had me remain at home while they left for the trip themselves. She goes quiet, then this next part is difficult for her to share. The rest is, like I said, bits and pieces. I don't know the full truth. I don't even know if I ever will. Police found the wreckage. They think that must have been rounding a bend when a deer or some other large animal jumped in front of the vehicle. The driver ended up veering them all off a cliff, straight into the woods below. Search and rescue calmed the area for weeks. They found the car, but never the bodies. Not the driver nor my family. But on the 13th birthday of their search, something finally came up. My little brother. They found him wandering around the wreckage in the days. No clue how they missed him before. He was immediately sent to the hospital where he was questioned by authorities. And would you believe it? He couldn't remember a thing. Did they, brainwash him or something? The doctors say it's a retrograde amnesia brought on by some form of trauma. You don't sound convinced. Because I'm not. I find it hard to believe that a 14-year-old boy could survive on his own out there for 2 whole weeks, all while somehow managing to slip under SAR's radar. And for 3 bodies to just disappear. Even wild animals leave tracks behind when they bury their meals. The trip was his idea. He insisted I come. My fever must have thrown a wrench in his plans. It must have been premeditated. He must have had outside help. What? But he wouldn't do that, would he? He's your brother, and he's 14! Not by blood. That's news to you. He's adopted? No. You're adopted? She looks as irritated at your line of questioning. Yes, my parents couldn't conceive, so they adopted me. But it turns out all they needed to do was try a little harder because 3 years later, they pop out the baby boy they've always wanted. He must have accidentally poked up at an old wound. Why would I know? Show sympathy. Louise, Stop. I already know where this is going, and I didn't share because I wanted to be pitied. She sighs, brushing off her dress. Lucky me, right? Adopted by a wealthy family. That's quite literally the dream for most people. It's not that simple. My days of luxury are short-lived. Soon my brother will turn 20, and when he does, he'll have full control over the family and its finances. I'll be entirely at his mercy. What? You two are siblings. Shouldn't you both be receiving something? The Lus are old money. They have customs and traditions deeply rooted into the patriarchal lineage that spans centuries. For my brother, that means he's immediately first in line to become the family head, to inherit everything that otherwise would have been mine. As for me, I'm going to be married off to whichever family will best secure my brother's position within high society, auctioned off like cattle. and I highly doubt a boy who killed his own parents and meticulously removed all evidence of his crime has any room left in his heart to hear out the woes of his dear adoptive sister. So it's like, she's very convinced your brother, like, killed their parents. Bummer, bro. That's rough, buddy. Shut. You know these puns. I'm gonna say that's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. Ow! Louise gives your shin a swift kick with her heels. That's deserved, though. And it's rough, which brings me to the subject matter at hand. I need to do a favor for me regarding my baby brother, and I will reward you for your efforts. Are we going on a blind date with your brother? Is this where this is going? You blink once, then twice. That's why she sought you out today. Hear her out. What is going on? I know it. It's never that simple with you, is it? Everything that it has to be transactional. There's always a catch. You sigh, too tired to even let anger take over. Fine, I'll humor you. What deal do you want to strike this time? I can get your mom a heart transplant. No wait list necessary, no long procedures, everything paid for and taken care of. But the best cardiothoracic surgeons money can buy. And what do you want in return? Go on a date with my brother. Louis smiles. I'd like you to find evidence of a foul play regarding my brother's involvement in my parents' death. Like I said, Blue Ran will be turning 20 soon. He'll have a Guan Li ceremony to celebrate his coming of age, and then he will officially become the head of the family. I can't have that happening. I have already lost my parents to that monster. I refuse to lose their legacy as well. I'll need something big. Something that'll permanently hinder his claim to the inheritance. Wow. Also helping me garner the support of our relatives and other family friends. Your head feels like it's about to burst. But how am I supposed to find any evidence that happened 6 years ago? I'll be setting up on a blind date with him. Oh, there you go! There's the thing for the title of the game. You and Puppy both give her a weird look. She rolls her eyes in response. Of course, this is update and name only. What I really want from you is to extract information out of him pertaining to my parents' case. If you succeed in bringing me back something useful that I can actually use, I'll have my people on standby begin the transplant operation on your mother. And if I don't, then the deal's off. That doesn't seem safe. What makes you so sure your brother will agree to the date, especially the one that you set up for him? She said the thing! Yeah, she said the thing. He will. Why? Wonder. These types of arranged meetings aren't uncommon for those within our circle. But why specifically me? I'm most likely a middle-class citizen. And since my network is a lot larger than Luran's, I've been tasked with appointing him blind dates in order to find a suitable marriage partner. Oh, so is it like it can be anyone? It's not anyone in like a high class? Or do we have to like lie about our background? I've been setting him up on these dates for years now. I know this type now, and I realize he has tendency to slip up when he has something he wants placed in front of him. And I have confidence he'll slip up. He's got a voracious personality that can only be statuated by someone with a strong will. Someone such as yourself. Oh, because we're like a strong person. So play along. Wind him up, lure him in with false promises, and gather proof. Any proof. If you can't find any, make it yourself, whatever it is that gets the job done. She tosses a folder onto the table. Wow, he looks emo. Here's information that my investigators have collected on with him for years. The photograph itself is outdated, but I recommend you read over it. She points towards one section. His habits, his hobbies, his likes and interests. He's a very self-indulgent individual. He spends his time either pursuing the arts or enjoying fine dining. His mansion has a subsection dedicated towards the things he collected over the years. She points towards another paragraph. His financial and travel records, purchasing history, and contacts. He often takes trips to isolated places in the mountains. That's very weird. from coming from what happened with his past. I went through great lengths to acquire it. He's a private person who doesn't actually enjoy showing his face in public since the accident. This seems extreme. Does it? Everyone says I'm just being paranoid. Then he's simply self-conscious over his disfigurement, and that's why he's kept himself since. But I knew otherwise, and I know whatever it is that he's been hiding won't be so for long. I will reveal the truth, and I will get my revenge for everything he's done to me in the past. She gets up from her seat, ready to leave. You hastily run after her. Wait, Louise, this is all a lot to take in. And I don't know if I'll ever even accept this deal. It's just... She ignores you, instead continuing her walk towards the door, where a man is already holding the door open for her, an umbrella in hand. When you make eye contact with her, you can tell that she already knows you won't be refusing this job. You only have one mother, Bert, and no amount of money can bring the dead back. If there is anything you need to prepare in advance, contact me. I will provide it for you. And you promise that my mom will receive the proper treatment as soon as I come back with your information. I swear it. So work hard. I want payback for the wrongling Badan responsible for my parents' empty graves. Oh, so they were never found. It's even more suspicious. And that's the end of the demo. Oh, okay. That's a really interesting start. So we don't get to see the guy. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess my thoughts for this game would be cooked. I think the art has improved the last time I saw this game. I definitely think the art style is a little similar, but I think it's a lot more improved. I think the intro for this game is definitely like a good setup of like how we're gonna get into the day, because I thought we were gonna be like, we're going to actually see this guy and then get parts of him, of like getting to know him more, but I guess this guy in the beginning, like here, is just gonna be we're gonna get to know him more in like the main game. I like Puppy though. Puppy was really nice, but I feel like something bad's gonna happen to him since now he heard information from Louise about what we need to do. So he's kind of in this now. So what if like the Louise's brother goes after him if he does something bad? If he finds out like we're just kind of messing with him, getting information from him. Okay, I'm assuming there's gonna be bad endings for this game, and I wonder if there's gonna be like a bad yandere ending. I'm assuming this guy might be a yandere, but we'll see. Where we're gonna get killed, or maybe trapped somewhere by him. What if there's like what would be funny if there's like a good ending with him, this guy, but I feel like maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Louise is a bit suspicious, but I think she's definitely like on our side for now. I feel like she could probably betray us if we mess up though. But yeah, that's all my thoughts for this game. I'm definitely gonna be interested once like the full game comes out. I don't know how long this demo has been out, so maybe the creator has been working on this game for a while, but I'll probably check out more updates on it. But yeah, I liked it. Can't wait to see the next one, like when it fully comes out. Yeah. I know there's gonna be more content warnings though for this game. There wasn't content warnings for the demo, but I remember the creator said that there will be in the full game, so we'll see. Anyways, but that is all I have for this stream today. Definitely loved Phoenix Attorney. Definitely loved how the first game ended, and yeah, for this indie game, I'm really interested to see what they have in store, especially with the male lead, I guess, of this game. Definitely seems really suspicious, but yeah. I wonder, maybe it would be really insane to believe like, yeah, my 14-year-old brother, he was the one who killed my parents. He killed our parents. Like, that seems like a huge stretch, and I can see why people would be paranoid about her statement, but like, seeing this guy now, I'm like, he's suspicious. There must be something involved. And knowing like these horror games, I wouldn't doubt that somehow he had a plan with the parents, even though he was younger. But we'll see. Anyways, I will head out. I will try to set up a schedule next week. I don't think I'm gonna be playing Ace Attorney. Sadly, for next week, it's probably gonna be some other visual novels, some other indie games that I want to play. But yeah, I will update my news. Probably tomorrow. Okay, I will head out. Hopefully, you guys have a good day or good night wherever you are. Bye bye.